What's up YouTube, this is your boy G back in another video. So this is my Steam Deck and we're just gonna open this up right now and upgrade the internal SSD from the default 64 eMMC, right, that I got into a 1 terabyte Western Digital one. Here it is. Let's go ahead and check it out. Go ahead. Comes with this static sensitive device, not to be handled, anti-static wrap. This is the Western Digital SN74T. First is we have to have tools, right, to open our Steam Deck. So I do have that precision tools there. You might need some prying tool, right? This is an old one from JSOX, but if you have a pick or something that you can use to pry this, that'd be better. So let me go ahead and turn this off. All right, very first thing that we're gonna do is to turn that thing off and then remove the SD card, right? You do have an SD card on the bottom. I do have a 512 gigabyte SanDisk stream here. So that will be good because it's gonna be 1 terabyte plus 512 SD, which is super adequate. I'm pretty sure it's very, very adequate. You might be wondering, what is this? This is just a USB, kind of like magnet, right, adapter that I put there. So my chargers, because all of my chargers are actually a USB adapter at the end, magnetic adapter that I purchased. I'm going to put it on the link, right, if you're interested, but this is my phone charger, for example, so it has USB as well. So it's just gonna snap like that, kind of like MagSafe, right? You can easily like plug it in. You don't have to really be precise in inserting stuff. This is a transparent mod case, by the way, or the mod case. I just put some Razer sticker on that. Let me go ahead and remove this stuff now. All right, now I haven't been fiddling around with my Steam Deck so much this time because I was actually playing games on it. Unlike before when I got it initially, I was like just non-stop fiddling with something, right? Finicking, changing cases, playing with thermal pads here, or the cooling, and doing a lot of stuff. But yeah, I was done with those and I was actually playing a lot of games, right? All right, so now that it's turned off, the very first thing that you're gonna do is to put the power on a very low state. Now, this needs to be below 80% of power as well. So I had to drain it a little bit. If you noticed earlier, it's about 97 or something. But right now it's about 69%. So you're just gonna press the power button and the plus for the volume increase up at the same time. And then as soon as it beeps, you let it go. So let's do it. Let it go like that. It's gonna go to this recovery page, right? So you will go to the setup utility here and then look for the power option and then battery storage mode. Now you'll notice here it says enter ultra low power storage mode, but this requires power supply to exit this mode. Don't enter this mode if battery is above 80%. That's why I had to drain mine into below 70 at least. So let's go ahead and enable that. Make sure that the battery is super low, and basically it's now turned off, right? Very, very low battery. It's not sleeping in anything. We're now ready to open it up to avoid any damages. Now, take note though, when you're done with everything and you're about to turn it on, it might not turn on because the battery is on a very low state. You just put it in, right? So make sure you plug it into a charger or a power bank before you turn it on, so it will detect that you have you're ready to use it again. For the new Steam Deck OLED, their screws are different, but for this old one, they're just Phillips screws. So just select the appropriate size for this. Make sure that you keep the screws properly because the screws on the middle are in different size. They're a bit shorter than the one on the sides. All right, let's go ahead and open it up. So just use your prying tool here to pry this side, opening it up. Now, very first thing that we're gonna do is to open this up because the SSD is inside of this. As you can see, that is the actual SSD. So we're gonna remove the screw here and a little bit here, I believe, so that we can open it up. Be careful so you can put it back later on. All right, so to show how this is open now, this is how it looks like on the bottom. I believe I put some padding on that as well. As soon as you open this up, you have to disconnect the battery first. So this is the battery tab. Just pull this out. Now that the battery is removed, we're ready to remove this SSD, remaining part. So this is the actual SSD. Just go ahead and remove this remaining screw here and pull this SSD gently. Push it down and pull it gently. Now, as you can see, this SSD has like a shroud, like a protective shadow. It serves as its heatsink, and at the same time electrostatic protection for the actual chip, right? Or anti-static. So make sure you be careful in this. Do not like rip it off or something, because you can just simply slide it like that. So no need to rip it off or destroy that. Just slide it to the next one, to the new one. So this is the old one that we've got here. This is again an eMMC, right? And it's just 64 GB. But let's grab the new one. This is our 1 terabyte model, Western Digital, and put it in there. All right, this is our Western Digital. Again, the model number is SN74T and then NVMe SSD, right? Western Digital 1 terabyte. Use the previous shroud that we have, just insert like so. That's the shielding. So let's go ahead and insert this back here. Make sure it's perfectly aligned on the latch there. Bam, and it's now installed. And that's it. Your new SSD is now installed, the 1 terabyte version. So of course, don't forget to put this battery back, and we're basically done. A couple of screws. So let's all put them back. All right, so that's it. It's now back to what it was, and you now have the 1 terabyte version, or 1 terabyte SSD inside. Now, the important thing that you need to do here now is to actually install, right, or re-image the Steam OS. Now, what you need to do is to use a USB hard drive like this, or a normal USB, A, but you need to use like an adapter, right? Like an OTG dongle. But best thing to do is just to use a USB-C like this, USB thumb drive with a C port like this. This is the A, this is the C, right? So you don't need an adapter or an OTG. And you're gonna have to download a Steam OS, right? Steam image from Steam website. Actually, when you put in Google, just Steam Deck OS, it will bring you to the actual download page right away. Just agree and download it. And then you're gonna have to create a bootable drive using Rufus, right? Which is very, very easy. I'm gonna show it to you right now. All right, so 2 things you're gonna do, pull up Google and then search for download Steam Deck OS, right? The very first result there will bring you to Steam website there. Just agree and then download the Steam OS Deck image, right? I just did, and it's gonna appear as Steam Deck-repair, some numbers, image.bz2, right? It's about 2.5 gig file size. Second one is you go back to Google and search for Rufus. That's the one that will help us create a bootable thumb drive, right? So you download that as well. You just click the very first one, and then it's gonna appear like this, and then just launch it right away. That's the application. Now make sure that you have the USB stick already installed or plugged into your computer. It will detect it like this. I have the 64 gig USB thumb drive, and then on the disk or ISO image,
just select that this or ISO image, and then here just click and look for the image that you just downloaded from the Steam, right, which is the Steam Deck -repair image. So just select that and leave everything on default. It's fine, and then click on start, and then it will start creating a bootable thumb drive there. Now once you're done doing this, you just unplug that and put it on your Steam Deck, and I'm going to show you where to go from there.
Remember, we put it on a very low state earlier, so it's actually not going to turn on your command here. You have to plug it in order for it to kind of like wake up from a deep sleep. All right, let's go ahead and charge this real quick. All right, sliding LED sliding now. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Hear the beep. All right, so as you can see, it says something here. Default boot device missing or boot failed. Insert recovery media and hit any key. So that's the cue to put here using the adapter. So the USB is now there, and it says boot device missing. Then select boot manager to choose a new. All right. So we're gonna go to this one. Now it will automatically go to this page if you turn it on without the USB yet. But if you do, you can just press the volume up and power again, like what we did initially, and then go to the boot manager here, right? And then change that one to EFI USB device, which is the one that we already have. All right, just select that, and it will automatically boot. All right, so as you can see, it's now done. First thing that's gonna do as soon as it's booted up is go to this desktop type page, right? So just close that in, and you will see 4 icons on the top. Reimage or clear local user data. You don't want to do that. Reimage Steam Deck, reinstall Steam OS, and terminal with repair tool. So this is the one that you need, Reimage Steam Deck. Let's go ahead and double click on that one. And accept, and wait for it to finish as well. This is the last step. As soon as you're done with that, you're basically good to go. Reimaging complete. Choose proceed to reboot the Steam Deck now or cancel to stay in the repair image. So let's go ahead and proceed here. It's basically done. Just gonna reboot now. Now in this mode, it's now going to boot up on its own SSD, right? So you don't really need this anymore. You can now remove that, put your SD card back, and everything else. All right, looks like we're successful. So it's now like a brand new Steam Deck again. Just set up English there. All right, so that's about it, guys. It's now gonna look like a brand new Steam Deck here with all the guides and tips. But yeah, all of my games are back. These are the one that I have on my SD card. But let's go ahead and check the storage, if it's indeed 1 terabyte now. All right, so as you can see, my micro SD card there is just 500 gig, and the internal now is now 1 terabyte. 933.9 gig free of 938, so it's definitely installed. All right, but yeah, that's about it. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Click the like button if you like this video. Comment down below if you have any questions or any comments, suggestions. I'll definitely consider them. I always check my comments. Subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed yet. I put up a lot of videos like this and unboxing, some tutorials as well. But yeah, that's it for today. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Stay safe and see you on my next one. Peace.